Everybody, it's Victa. It's time for a Judas run. Old school Judas run here in the Binding of Isaac Victa Afterbirth Plus series. Thank you all so much for the support over this past week of theme weeks. Seed Day's going to be 4 Quebec, Mike 8, Bravo Papa 6 Papa. We got Judas, one of my favorite characters from the old school. And, he's got everything that you love about him. He's got the damage multiplier. He's got, 1 HP, but also the Book of Belial, which is a lot better in Afterbirth Plus than it is in Repentance, as it does give us a pretty much not guaranteed devil deal, but almost a guaranteed devil deal every time you hold on to it. It's very, very good. But yeah, it's been a fantastic theme week so far. I will say that people have been leaving feedback about Delirium Week, the Forced Delirium Portal Week. Some people are not feeling it. Some people are really excited about it. And if enough people are kind of like, I don't know, it's not really that exciting, or it's kind of mid, or it seems too dangerous, and, it seems like an unavoidable Delirium Portal might be a bad idea, then, hey, guess what? You can just let me know and we can change it. It's that simple. Oh, my gosh. Look at the amount of freaking money that we got in here. All right. We get a free curse room, and 2 soul hearts is huge early on for Judas. Then, well, we got to see what's in here. The shop. So this is the old school stopwatch here. The old school stopwatch, basically what it does is whenever we take damage, it's going to slow everything to a stupid amount. Like, it's so powerful. For those of you who've been watching for a while, you know what I'm about to say, but for those of you who haven't been, first off, welcome. Secondly, the stopwatch, the one that we just picked up right now, in this iteration, it is so powerful that I used to skip over it because it's too good. And you won't really understand how broken the old stopwatch was until we take damage. And then you see the magnitude of the slow or the crowd control that you get from taking damage. It's ridiculous. It's so good. So good, but I would pass on it because it made the game too easy. If you can believe it. I know for those of you who know modern Sinvicta, you're like, well, wait a second, why would he want to take the easy way out? Yeah, no, it's seriously, like, it's so good. Wow, we're getting so much money here. I love it. But yeah, give me feedback on the like streak goal for the Delirium portals. It was just an idea. It was suggested by the Mosh Pit, and I thought it was a pretty good one, but we can always change it. That's the beauty. We can just say, hey, guess what? People weren't feeling it. Let's switch it up and find something else that people are enjoying. Yellow Champion walking host here. No, thank you. Well, not a walking host, but Bomb's gonna really? Okay. That's a little surprise there. By God! By God, it's pinned. By God! We get HP. HP is a perfectly fine upgrade for Judas early on. Obviously, the dangers with Judas lie in his inability to survive early game shots. So, but once you get out of that threshold, once you get out of the danger zone, then Judas really starts accelerating in everything, in all aspects. He's so good. He's an excellent training character. He's not quite as unforgiving as the Lost is. And those of you who remember, Afterbirth Plus, we did not have the Holy Mantle on the Lost. Yeah, we had to do it hardcore style. Back in the day, all you had was the D4, and that's it. But Judas is the perfect mix of balanced character that can get powerful, but isn't too powerful. Like, you still have to play well with him early on. He's not like Azazel, where, yeah, you do have to play well with Azazel as well, but Azazel at least still has HP. He's got flying, he's got survivability. Judas is very just straightforward. There you go. So this is the stopwatch effect. Look at this. Look how slow the spiders are. And yes, it stays like this permanently for the room. So you get hit by a boss, forget about it. It's just as strong as an I'm Drowsy pill, maybe even stronger. And that lasts for the entire duration of you being in the room. And it's good. Good. And also on top of that, gives you the movement speed upgrade. I don't like this Claudie. You gotta go, bro. People have been pointing out they noticed that the troll bomb animations are also different in Afterbirth Plus. That's true. They don't do the little... They don't flash faster whenever they're about to explode like they do in Repentance. That could be a Chaos card. Gonna take Mr. Me. Ancient Recall, which gives us 3 keys here. We get Judgment, the Hierophant card, which I'll happily take. So with the Book of Revelations, obviously we're going to get a Horseman. I may still stick with the Book of Belial, to be honest. Book of Belial is where Judas really kind of takes over. It also helps us with our Devil Deal. Now, obviously, we're on floor 2, so we don't have to worry about a Devil Deal chance here. But later on, Judas's power lies within his damage multiplier. That's basically where all of his power derives from. So any damage that you get is going to be heavily amplified, and that includes, but is not limited to, when you use the Book of Belial. So you're really, really, really encouraged to use it. Let's just fight the boss now. I might stick with the Book of Belial. I'm convincing myself that that's the better choice here. We're just gonna get 1 orbital. 1 orbital is perfect. That's all you need in Afterbirth Plus most of the time. Happy to play with it. Good placement on the butt bomb there. Ball of bandages, and we get Contract from Below, which is a very strong support item. Not necessarily what we're looking for. I was hoping that we're going to get something like Brimstone, Mom's Knife, you know, the usual suspects, or even Maw of the Void. I cannot wait for the mosh pit. For you guys and gals out there, I cannot wait. Hopefully we get Maw of the Void this week, or Athame. Because y'all just don't know, man. You think you know, but you don't know. For those of you who've never seen, I mean, you all got a very small tidbit of goodness from D Bizzle, right? You got to see the true Dark Bum back in the day, not the unnerfed one. The unnerfed one was broken, but keep that door locked in place. But if you've never seen what the old Athame and old Maw of the Void could do, brother, sister, you just got no clue. Really. Yeah, I'm going to leave the Book of Revelations behind. Like, they're so good, I don't even want to tell you what they used to do. Now, anyone who's used to Repentance will be like, well, yeah, that's broken. But remember, this is how the game used to be. We didn't know anything such as, you know, heavy nerfs or balance patches that changed the fundamental way that items play. All we know is that we wanted more items and we wanted more synergies. That's all we cared about. Those are the biggest of our worries. Oh, to go back. Get Krampus, which is not who I wanted to see. But thankfully we had the Book of Belial, so we were chunking them down. Nice. Lava Coal is huge for Judas in the Book of Belial. Massive. Look at that. You can tap the Demon Judgment on just 1 heart. Now it doesn't allow you to go down. This is before you were allowed to go down to an empty heart container. For the record. But yeah. Yeah, we'll take a Yave. One of them there, Yaves. Oh, okay. Calm it down there, Sidetrite. I have a feeling this is for the bosses, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm looking for the item room. Lump of coal, it functions just the same way it does in Repentance. You get a semi-pseudo damage multiplier for the longer that the tier stays in the air. Any champions in here? For my liking. Nice little luck up. I've been thoroughly enjoying Afterbirth Plus week. Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's just go fight the boss now. We'll double back and go look for the item room. Okay, chill. Get a death card. Now, did I have to use the orbital there? No, I didn't. It's unfortunate that we were going up against Champion Hollow, by the way. But what can you do? Double Bomba thanks to the... no. $3 bill is still... It's still not great. I'll take it only because it's an Afterbirth Plus, but it's still not great. You do have to worry about Fire Mine. You have to worry about other stupid effects. Okay, we have Spoonbender right now. Proptosis, obviously. Now we have number 1. And PhD would be huge if we can get it. So far, it feels like Afterbirth Plus Theme Week here might go down as one of the most popular that we've ever done. And that makes me happy. When you guys are having a good time, I'm having a good time. And when I'm having a good time, you all are having a good time. It's a nice little, it's a positive circle of reinforcement that that we enjoy here in the mosh pit. When I'm not having fun, people don't have fun. And I've been having a blast going back to Afterbirth Plus. I honestly wish I would have done this theme week a long time ago. Chunking everything down here. Get some death touch. Not quite enough damage to beat that champion. I don't know why we're getting so many dang champions. I'm going to leave the double full charges on the ground there just in case. Watch, the Book of Belial is going to make a fool out of me now. I said that, yeah, they're pretty much guaranteed double deals. I don't know about that one game. Hitboxes. There we go. Hitboxes are a little bit of a little subjective. This is when the nail used to give us 1 soul heart too. Now we could also sacrifice Ball of Bandages, and I'd be willing to. Look at that old nail graphic. We get the Pact. Yeah, we kind of expected that. So we are 2 or 3 for Leviathan now. I am going to stick with the nail over the Book of Belial because of the soul heart generation. And remember, it's not a half heart; it's a full heart. The nail could do everything back in the day. And remember, we are still getting a damage upgrade from using the nail, which means that we're still benefiting from the Judas multiplier. Amen card gets us in half price here. And yeah, we profit 1.5 soul hearts. We'll take that. appears to be another library. Could be the shop. Is the shop. Ooh, clubs, doubles our bombs. I am going to take champion belt. Now we have an excuse for us to get a bunch of champions here. This should be a fool card. Or, no, magician card. There's my reflection. There's Proptosis. It's like seeing old friends, you know? There you go. Now, I could have waited to have gotten a full charge of the nail, but who's got that kind of time? Hey, little chubby. She's little and she's chubby. She's little chub. Little chub. You guys are getting my early morning voice here. It's 8:27 in the morning. Don't ask me why I'm still up right now. I'm on the late schedule. I'm doing late night workouts now, and I mean late night, as in going to the gym at like 1 to 2 a.m. and leaving around 3 to 4 a.m. That late night. It's great. I love my late night workouts. We got to go for Leviathan here. It's going to cost us a soul heart, but Sun card. I might save the Sun card for Depths 2 so we can maybe get a into and out of boss rush. Okay, thank you, Firemind. Yes, Firemind was still very bad. Even back in the day, it was still trash. In the room, D Twanky. Get a soul heart back, okay. Firemind again. As an eternal mob. That mob, that white mob that you saw right there, we cannot kill it or even damage it until everything else is dead in the room. The Chubby was kind of freaking me out there for a little bit. But look at the big stat boost we get from Vibrant Bulb, or Dim Bulb as well. Make it easier on ourselves here. And we are just rocking 12.18 damage with the nail procced. Remember, we're also getting stats up from the Dim Bulb as well. And also remember that we're still getting the Judas upgrade. So it all works hand in hand here. Okay, Firemind. You're not beating those allegations here. Get the D7, which I'm going to go ahead and just pass on. Book of Sin. I mean, I'll take it just to tap it. We just get a random soul heart. I'll take that. Black Hole Infestation. Super Secret Room might be here. It is. Tapeworm is good, but we don't really need the range. Our range is pretty solid. Oh, I got stuck on that corner. Congrats, Monstro. You played yourself. How slow he is. Shot speed upgrade, which we don't really need, and we get 9 lives, which sure, we'll take it. Ain't no reason want to. You want to. Curse of Darkness. All right, so now I'm going to use the Sun card, which is going to purge the Curse of Darkness. Or not. I guess this does predate that, so. I thought it was doing that since Afterbirth Plus. There's a lot of changes that we have in Repentance, or in just Isaac in general, that I just straight up don't remember. I don't know what era those changes come from. There's been so many. You know, if you ask me, like, you know, when does the Sun card implementation of purging Curse of Darkness, when did that go through? I would not. I'd guess I would have said Afterbirth Plus, but apparently it was Repentance. Damage is cooking right now. So we can go in here for free, basically, because we have the nail on cooldown. And go down to a half heart or not. Now remember, there's no Tinted Skull. The Tinted Skull was not invented until Repentance. So for us to get Boss Rush, or to get out of Boss Rush, we're going to have to find a teleport card. This is the old school game-breaking bug. This one actually will just float around the room, and you can't control it. So whatever it lands on, it's going to re-roll. Or do random status effects to. Isaac's head. Big damage there. And we get Steam Sale. We got plenty of HP. I don't mind hitting a Mimic Chest. Got 1 minute to get in there. Battery. Two of spades doubles our keys. We can put some money in our donation machine. Okay. Good damage there from Infestation. Holy moly. Nice. We'll take the Polaroid. We get Tech 1. Yo, mama. Tech 1 with Love of Coal is super good. We get piercing, we get unlimited range. Wow. Well, get ready for a really, really, really long boss rush. Well, I'm gonna get rid of these dang rocks. They're messing up my mojo here. We don't have spectral tears, so we can't shoot through them. There you go. That's some chunkage right there. Look at that. 10.40 damage now. Just chunking them down. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about now when we say the old school stopwatch? It was a little too good. It's fun to punish the game, though. But there are many videos out there of me deliberately skipping the stopwatch just because it's too dang good. And I can't even claim ownership of that habit. It literally came from me watching Lethal Frag. Because Frag would always skip over because he's like, yeah, this makes the game too easy. My God. Also, the effects of the nail does not stack on itself. Hey, man, I wish we had number 1. Look at that. We're just mowing them down. We can attack like 6 times before the enemies even get a chance to do anything. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. No, we're just a couple of pals taking a trip down memory lane. But if it were up to me, again, I ain't gonna say that I'm against doing a whole month of Afterbirth Plus or even longer. And a rock right there, which we probably won't need. That was terrible. But luckily, we have the nail, so we can get that soul heart back pretty easily. Yaves have been sort of a problem lately in Afterbirth Plus. Hey, give us more of that. Give us more number one. Double Hagalaz. There's a kind of death champion in there at one point. Yeah, we can go in here. We have a full rack. We have one guppy item. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's Afterbirth Plus luck, baby. It was just like that. Jeez. Chunky damage. We get Guppy's tail. Gonna be 2 or 3 for Guppy. I mean, I'd like flying, but if we get Guppy, we're gonna have flying anyway, so I think we'll be all right. I've been on an apple kick lately. Like, apples have seriously been saving my life when it comes to the diet. Because there are times when I get so hungry, especially at late night, or especially like today. Oh, there we get Guppy! Especially on days like today where I've only eaten one actual meal, and then the rest has just been supplemented with shakes and yogurt and stuff. So I've been, apples sustain me. It's a good source of, it's a decent source of fiber, decent hydration, nothing crazy. It's low calorie. It's healthy for you. It's got a lot of antioxidants, blah, 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 blah. But sometimes the apples, like I'll go on a phase where I just don't feel like having an apple. And so then days will go by and then I end up just not having apples. And then eventually they will go bad, obviously. I try to preserve them as much as I can, but you can only do so much. So today, when I was done with the stream, I was like, man, I could go for some apples. So I reached in and grabbed some apples, started eating them. The first bite of the first slice of apples that I had, it honestly, it tasted like I had taken a shot of liquor. It was fermented, and it wasn't moldy or anything, and it still wasn't really expired, but it was getting to the turning point, And I don't know if you've ever eaten fermented fruit before, but whew, man, that woke me up. Let me tell you that. It does taste like alcohol. So, but like I said, it wasn't like rotten or anything. And I made sure I double checked that. But the reason why I mistook it as the new apples is because I had just gotten a new delivery of groceries, and I ordered some apples. But I put them in a different spot than I normally do, so we are crushing here. No devil deal, no problem. We are going to see old Hushy and Cursed Line. All right, game, chill. More distance between us. Wow, I can't believe the shots made it all that way. More distance between us, the more damage Lump of Coal does, as you see here. I only did that to get the dim bulb going. Now notice how it also slows down the shots too, and it also reduces their range. For the most part, Hush does have some shots that do infinite range. Yep. Try to cash in some of this fly damage here. Old Hushy's, he's not gonna make it. Notice how these tiers kind of like just peter out before they even get close to us. What the heck? Did the game-breaking bug just walk over a nub and turn it into a bomb chest? Now, what in the world could a game-breaking bug spawned... Oh, betrayal. Stone chest possibly have in it? Bomb bag. The Curse of the Blind. Yeah, let's change that face there, Guppy. Yeah, there we go. Nice regular old Guppy Judas. Abel and Infamy. Champion belt going overtime here. But it's been a blast, man. It really has. And even if Afterbirth Plus theme week, even if it ends on Saturday, you know, we've gone coast to coast. Wow, we got actual crawl spaces were super rare back in Afterbirth. Mr. Mega. You know, even if the Mosh Pit decides that they want to go back to Repentance Plus, and that they've had enough of Afterbirth Plus, I can still say that we did it, and it was a lot of fun. And hopefully you learned a thing or two. You got some history lessons of Isaac. You got to see exactly what we used to have, and maybe, just maybe, you might empathize a little bit with the gripes that I had with Repentance. And again, Repentance isn't all bad. It's not trash. You know, it gave us more content that we can shake a stick at for Isaac. I'm not going to sit here and try to, with a straight face, and try to tell you that we're in a terrible spot for Isaac, because that would just be disingenuous. But if I could choose, obviously, I would choose Afterbirth Plus. I hadn't made myself abundantly clear. Judgment. Compass. 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 Linger Bane. Hey, we might as well go Fruitcake at this point. We have $3 bill. Let's just get Looney Tunes with it. And we've gone the wrong way. Look at the chunkage, though. The chunkage is out of this world. The Bloody Lust. Three bombs there. One of them was from bomb bag. Look at that. Love a coal. Extended the shot there because of Spoonbender making that little loop-de-loop, so it increased the distance that it had to travel. And that's the result. Oh my goodness, we get Deadeye. I don't remember if Deadeye synergized it with Tech. Tech 1, I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, maybe it does. It does synergize with Tech 1. Huh. Also, we've gone the wrong way that you could have possibly gone. Now, it looks weird over there because obviously we don't have the animated stat numbers. The amount of dead ends is remarkable. Get less than 3. It's kind of whatever. But what a run, though. I would take a good old-fashioned OG Judas run any day. And that's not to say, of course, that Judas has gone through some kind of sweeping changes. Judas has stayed pretty much the same since Wrath of the Lamb, since forever. And, you know, I love me some Judas. Hopefully you do as well. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great Thursday here in the Mosh Pit. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping. Let me know. Give me feedback about the Delirium Portal like streak goal. Remember, your voice matters here. And you guys get to decide what you see here in the content. So thank you again for watching. Here's your screenshot of the day. Send it in by, I'm going to say, DeKioX. Hopefully I said that correctly on the Invictus subreddit. Top thread was the smallest XL floor of them all. I've seen smaller, but this one is definitely pretty this was pretty much small on the smaller side of things. So in the thread they said, I've never seen such a small XL floor in my life. I've seen smaller, but not much more smaller than that one. So thank you for sharing that one, DeKioX. Hopefully I said your name right. Thank you for upvoting it, everyone on the Invictus subreddit. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Flashback 007, Nuka Ninja, and Kishin Esera. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.